Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is in its next pivot point, decision point. It has moved into resistance. Talked about it yesterday in the video. I think we were just down here at the low at around 22,520. Resistance area here 22,827 to 23,190. Measured from Bitcoin's low, or from the top of the wave 2 to the low of the third wave. Gives us this target area for a fourth wave. Looks like we've got a possible ABC complete, even though we haven't really got any strong evidence because we haven't broken below the previous swing low. But it could very well be that we're currently working on the fourth wave that I indicated in the last video, because I showed you the subwave structure here for Bitcoin. So if I go to the 15-minute chart, you can actually see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would work. The only thing that what I'm thinking about, obviously this is moving in a corrective fashion now, sideways. So I'm currently watching this as a possible fourth wave, as basically indicated in yesterday's video. It would also be possible that the fifth wave is already finished. So in a slightly different count, where I mentioned to you yesterday that it could very well be that the wave 3 actually finished here. This is only the A wave. We're now in a B wave and we would come down in a C wave afterwards. Either way, I would expect still to go lower eventually. If it's a B wave here, it could go a little bit higher. So we would have some clarity should the price now go above the 50% retracement. So above 23,190. Because at this stage, it's unclear due to the prices are very close together, right? Those tops. So it could very well be that this here is the wave 3 and we're doing something like this, A wave, and that 5 waves down were already finished. It's unfortunately possible to count that as well, but the move up is obviously corrective, so not impulsive. So I'm still looking at either it's a B wave or a wave 4. The B wave can go a bit higher and then we could come down and see. But it shouldn't go that much higher, the B wave, because if it's a zigzag, the B wave would only, in the rarest of cases, go above the 78.6 fib retracement, which is 23,852. But yeah, I mean, primarily I would look at it that way. Wave 3 topped here, A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. That would align it with the Ethereum count. Yeah. I mean, it could also be, and that's again the third option, that this was a wave 1 down, wave 1 of C. We're now moving up in wave 2 of C and will come down afterwards in wave 3 of C and so on. That could push us quite down into this larger support area that, as you know, is sitting between 20,090 or 20,080 and 22,060, adjusted yesterday in the Bitcoin video. That support area will move slightly depending on if I have the wave 3 here or here. But either way, I do expect it to go a bit lower. First of all, we now need to be watching if it's going to turn around in this green resistance area. That is what I would currently expect. We already saw a reaction to the 38.2 fib retracement here at 23,030. We also moved up in 3 waves. But at the moment, I have no strong sign that it's over, that wave 4 or B wave. Because yes, we have 3 waves up, but the move down also hasn't really been impulsive. So if I'm labeling this as a possible ABC, by the way, it could also become a triangle, but if I'm labeling this as an ABC, then the C wave would be very short. So we have to have an open mind, the wave C might become a bit longer. Corrective structures can develop in all sorts of, different wave structures. So be a bit careful with that. Could even be that the A wave topped here, and then we had an A, B, C, no, W, X, Y. Then we wouldn't have the C wave too long, and that's why it's a bit tricky sometimes. But at the moment, I'm looking at this as an ABC. We need to be watching if we break below that low here. So this swing low here of 22,750, if we break below that, it could strongly indicate that the wave 5 is unfolding. And what else is there to mention? Yeah, I mean, again, why could it be a B wave? It could be a B wave because we broke out of the impulsive price channel. That's sort of sometimes a sign that we're entering a larger correction. Could have very well be that the wave 4 just ends here at the 23.6 fib, stays in the channel, would have been easy, but it didn't. Therefore, it could very well be that the wave 5 already finished here, but it's only an A wave, and we're now moving up in B. Just want to explain that. Now you could argue we are in some kind of a new corrective price channel. Let's see, but it's actually broken that already, so it's not that useful to do. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm observing. It's certainly corrective, the price action at the moment, so it could either be a wave 4, a 2, or a B. My view would be it's a wave 4, just because it adds quite nicely it adds up quite nicely with the Ethereum count as well. So yeah, that's sort of where we are. It all depends on where does the wave 3 end up here. If the wave 3 ends here, it's probably more likely it's actually a wave 4. That's still what I'm going with primarily, because then we had the A wave, we had the B wave, and we're coming down in C. But if the wave 3 topped here, then it has to be an A wave down, the B wave up, and the C wave down, or even that the A wave isn't finished yet. So there are various possibilities, but at the moment I'm going with this, because at the moment this wave count works, and at the moment this resistance area seems to be holding. Bear in mind, it could without a problem go all the way up to 23,190. If it is a B wave, then we can adjust this slightly, and we have different resistances. We will have 23,240, 23,411, and 23,657. That would be the alternative from here at the latest. In a B wave, or even in a wave 2 scenario, I would expect the price to come down. Only really in this particular scenario, if the price breaks, especially impulsively, above the 23,657 level, we have to assume a low has been made already. But yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Maybe before we finish, again, tomorrow we've got Fed interest rate decision. If we zoom out, you can see that this is the larger target area for a fourth wave, located between 20,080 and 22,060. If we measure the length of the A wave, go to the top of the B wave, just wanted to give you updated targets here. I think we discussed them in the last video already. Then the 1.618 extension takes us down to 21,900. Yeah, that would be a key target here for the wave, for the end of that wave C, if this is the correct count. We already reached the 1-to-1 ratio. That's the very first target. We reacted to it, but not in an impulsive way. So again, at the moment, I am preferring continuation to the downside. And we can also calculate the target by taking the length of the third wave. And then we go to the top of the fourth. Now again, I don't know at this stage if the wave 4 is already finished, but here we've got a key target at 21,620. So between 21,000 roughly 900 and 21,600, we have a good important support area. The 1.618 extension is too far away for that measurement. Actually, the very first one, which is the 61.8 extension, is 22,150. So I'm going to add that here as a dotted line. That is based on this method of measuring the first key target. But then the 1-to-1 ratio is sometimes also relevant. Yeah, and that's what I'm observing at the moment for Bitcoin. Trend, in my opinion, still down, especially as long as we're staying below that wave 4 low here. Yeah, we're not making any higher highs, higher lows compared to that downtrend there. And also, maybe one more thing to mention here, if you see this on the 15-minute chart actually, we have moved down, bearish momentum starting again, yeah. And so let's take a look. Do we see anything else? Let me go to the 1 hour chart. In the bearish range now, below 50, we could not reclaim above 50. That indicates we are in this stronger wave 4 correction. Also here on the 1 hour chart, bullish momentum decreasing again. And yeah, also here we had a cross below the 0 line. We are below 50 on the RSI. So that indicates, if you compare it, this is the lowest reading since the beginning of January, indicates we are in a larger correction. So all of that still adds to my view that this correction isn't finished yet at the moment. Okay, and that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.